What is up, everyone? It's Drakey572. Return a chance. Today's June 22nd, 2024, and we're gonna hop on and do a market watch. Today's market watch is gonna be a little bit long. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible, but it is gonna be a little bit long because I do want to take a look at the Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge set. It officially released yesterday, Friday, worldwide. So technically, yesterday was day one. Today's day two, and then I do also want to go over a couple other cards today that I ran into when I was going through my personal folders. I still have bulk to go through, so stay tuned for a different market watch later on next week once I'm done going through bulk. But yeah, these are just cards I noticed were going up for my personal folder. But let's get started on today's market watch. We're going to be starting off with Battles of Legend, Terminal Revenge. It looks like Dragon Master Magia is at 14 listings. I mean, that's kind of expected. A lot of these are going to be low on listings because it's a new set. We're going to give people time to list. Usually after like 2 weeks, prices start to settle down and prices start to, like, I guess, adjust to what they're going to be at. Looks like Dragon Master Magia is down to 435. We have 14 listings for this card. Pre-sale for this card was around, I think it started 300, then it started getting sales at 500 and then 600. 435 right now, 448, 484, 487. And then once these are gone, we hit $600 right here. So under 500, a couple copies. Looks like people are trying to fire sell. I heard that this only comes in this rarity right here, so it's kind of hard to get. It's like one of those collector cards, but it does have some meta application because it could, it could have some meta application because it's a really good, it has a really good effect. It could negate a monster, a spell, and a trap, and you can use that once each, that negation once each, so it can negate 3 times basically. So a really good card, but I feel like this is going to continue to drop down a little bit lower. Maybe I at least personally, I would feel comfortable buying this at maybe 300, but after that, I don't know. It's too much for me. Let me know how you guys feel about Dragon Master Magia. Phantom of Lebell looks like it's at 7 listings. Above its market price right now, we have it at 249, 250, 250, 274, 300, and 300. I forgot what the pre-sale price for this was, but that's basically the price on this right now. We have Sky Striker Ace Ray. It looks like it's at 27 listings. Alternative Art Core Sentry Secret Rare. Honestly, I would just go pick up the Ultimate Rare instead of this one, since I think the Ultimate Rare is still kind of cheap. Let's actually go let's take a look at this Core Sentry first. We have this card going upwards in price, I guess. Started off at 150, it says. But right now we have it at 167, 167, 168, and then 169. I think this is going to drop down in price in my opinion. I haven't seen Sky Strikers. I mean, there's been some Sky Strikers that have topped, mixing them with Tenpai dragons, like Sky Striker Tenpai. But other than that, I haven't seen like a pure Sky Striker build top recent events. Sky Striker Ray Ultimate Rare. I feel like these are the ones you want to go after since it's technically the second highest rarity. Core Sentry still a higher rarity in my opinion, but these are pretty cheap. These are like $15-ish, $14-ish. So I would go after this one. This one's too expensive in my opinion. I could see these dropping down to maybe like 130, 120 later on once more listings are posted. Lebell, the Searing Dragon, Core Sentry Secret Rare. Looks like it's at 120, 15 listings right now. Another card I feel is going to drop down in price, maybe to like the $60, $70 price point. I know it's a staple, but I think it's like a one-of in branded strategies. Branded Fusion, Core Sentry Secret Rare, 14 listings. Looks like it's above its market price at 130, 130, 135, 138, and heading up to 150. I want to say this might be... if you could get this for like $100, it might be a good pickup. I know a lot of the branded stuff is like in higher rarity, and this is one of the more important branded cards that you want to have. It's a 3 of. I doubt branded is gonna get hit. Actually, no. Actually, puppet, the gimmick puppet, might get hit, but that's not hitting branded directly. It's still going to affect the deck a lot. So yeah, I would just hold off on picking up Branded Fusion for now until we know if Branded is going to get hit or not on the next ban list. I'm not sure when we're getting that, but I'm pretty sure branded's. I mean, they haven't got hit. The last time they got hit was a trap card, and it didn't really do anything. They still have that other dragon is special summon, so I will hold off on picking up branded fusion. Spiritual Beast Tamer, Lara, 11 listings. Looks like it's $109. Diviner of Herald, Quarter Century Secret. Looks like it's at $100. I would hold off on this one too. I know it just got an OT printing in the new OTS set, so I'm not sure which one of those people might want to go after. Archfiend's Advent. I think this is part of the Shining Sarcophagus archetype, right? Well, you control a Shining Sarcophagus, you can normal summon this card without chipping. Other monster you control gain 500 attack during your turn. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it into the end phase, but that monster cannot attack unless you controlled Shining Sarcophagus when this effect is activated. So it's kind of... I don't think it's the best effect. I guess it's not bad, but I could see this coming down in price. Lancia, $75-ish. Sky Striker Ace Rose, $73-ish. It has a Starlight, so I'm not sure which one people are going to go after. I'm not a Sky Striker player, so I can't really say. But yeah, it does have a Starlight Rare version in regular art. This is the alternative art. Gigantic Sprite at $70. Phantom of Lebell, the highest price Seeker of the set. Looks like it's at 30 listings right now. This one is currently sitting at 64, 65, 65, 67.98, and then heading up to the $70 price point. Honestly, I've seen like pull ratios, I guess estimated pull ratios, saying that this card was short printed. So I could see this card pushing it up a little bit higher if the Lebell strategy does end up doing good over here in the TCG. It's too early to tell right now. These were selling for under, I think, $60. I saw some selling for like $50-ish yesterday. But right now they're back up to $65, $70. So I guess if you are going to play the strategy, $65 isn't too bad, because I could see it going up even higher if the Lebell strategy does end up doing good over here in the TCG. It's too early to tell because we haven't had any events, but we'll see after this weekend. I think we have some regionals going on, so we'll see the regional data and see if this card goes up even higher in price. Win Karibo LV6 around $60-ish. I think that's going to drop down to Snatch Steel. Actually, let's see what it is. Is this part of the Shining Sarcophagus archetype? No, it's not. It doesn't say Shining Sarcophagus in the name. It says it's treated as a Memento Hero card or a favorite card, so probably going to go down in price. I love Karibo, but Karibo cards usually go down in price. Snatch Steel Quarter Century Secret Rare. This has usage both in the TCG and in past formats. But I could see it coming down in price too, maybe hitting like $50-ish, $40-ish. Orcus Harp Horror at $46. Another card I see dropping down in price too. A lot of these are going to be dropping down in price. The only one that I really like for the Quarter Century Secret Rares, what is it? It has to be like a super cheap one. 47, 48 for the legendary Exodia Incarnate. Inferno Evil at $45-ish. Aromaseraphine Jasmine at $45-ish. Blaze Supreme Ruler of Dragons at $42. Sprite Sprint $45. Proxy F Magician $30. Inferno Decatron $25. Repair Genix Controller at $33. Yeah, a lot of these are up in price right now. And I know the listings are low, but still, like, I could see these dropping down even further in price the more people open this set. Ib, the World Chalice, World Chalice just this year at $25. Spiritual Beast Tamer looks like it's the second most expensive Seeker of the set at 26 listings. We have this sitting right now at $21.50, $22.90, $24.49, $24.50, almost up to $25. So basically a $24 card at the moment. Second most expensive Seeker Rare in the set. Not sure how long that's gonna stick. Then we have Lancia, the Ancestral Dragon of Ice Mountain, being the third most expensive Seeker in the set at 12 listings right now. Looks like it started off at $7, but right now it's pushing up to $10.75, $10.97, $10.99, and heading up to, let's see, we have a couple listings still at the $10 price point. Then they go up to $20. But like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to see more listings throughout the weekend. People are still getting their cases. Shops are still opening their stuff. Just hold off on this set for for now. Substitute 45 listings around $9. Kurikara, I'm surprised this card is actually holding up at this price point at $7 to $8ish. I thought this was gonna be like a $2 to $3 card. It might be though. I would just hold off on it too. Oil, $5. Let me know how you guys feel about oil. I think this is like a salvage, but for fire monsters. It says target up to 2 level 4 or lower fire monsters with different names in your graveyard. Add them to your hand. You can activate 1 oil per turn. So yeah, kind of like a salvage, but for fire monsters. I don't really see too many fire decks utilizing this. I mean, I guess if you you could add Ash Blossom back into your hand if you use it, and then use oil, you could add it back to your hand. I guess that's one of the benefits of this card. But yeah, other than that, like a lot of strategies already have ways to recycle their cards in the back into their hand or back into their deck. 31 listings. We have it at $5, $5, $5, $5.09, $5.09, $5.11. Maybe it might see some hype right now just because it's new and for fire decks. But I'm pretty sure people... I could be wrong though. I'm thinking people will realize this card is not that useful as it, seems. On paper it seems good, but I guess once you play it, it's not going to be that good. At least that's my opinion. But it could maybe be good and actually takes off. So I'll let you guys decide what to do with that one. Inferno Evil at 48 listings. We have it at $5. Inferno Flood, $5, 55 listings. We have Dragon Dust Dragon at $4. Not too bad actually. Archfiend's Advent at $5. Sprite Blue holding up at 16 listings, around $4ish. I might pick these up just because I want to downgrade my ultimate rares. I'm a budget player, so I like playing like the lowest rarity available or the cheapest rarity available. And so I'm going to downgrade my OTs and play the ultras. But I think these are going to drop down too. Red Lotus King, Flame Crime, $3. Vinyl Hero, $3. Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier. So this is one I'm actually thinking about picking up at this price point because I could see them maybe going up in price. This is the level 2 and it kind of is the bridge between like ice barriers and then sprites. It lets you I guess play a little of both. So you could tribute 1 other effect monster special summon up to 3 ice barrier tokens, and if you do increase this card's level by a number, also you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the term except water synchro monsters. So it locks you to water synchro summoning, but it is a level 2, so it lets you kind of go into sprite plays. 79 listings on the market. We have it at 283, 284, 285. We have Gamer's Choice right here with 251 copies. And we have Optimal Games right here with 109 copies. So we have 2 big walls right there. We have another wall right here at 25 listings. But might be something you want to look into and pick up because this is the card you probably play 3 of in a strategy. And like I said, it's the bridge between sprites and ice barriers. So something to make note of. Blaze, the supreme ruler of all dragons, $3. Branded Fusion Secret, $2. Shining Star Dragon, $3. Gorgeous, Swordsman of the Ice Barrier, $2. Aroma Seraphim Jasmine, 23 listings at like $1, $2, and then everything else seems to be like pretty cheap. Nothing really too concerning down here. I'm probably gonna need to go do some more research on the set, but from like what I'm looking at right now, there's nothing that really catches my attention at the moment. Everything else is like under $1. The thing that I wanted to pick up was Repair Genix controller. Actually, the whole Genix strategy I might pick up. I was gonna pick it up pre-sale around like $20ish, but I decided to wait, and it looks like it's a good thing I waited because a lot of the Genix stuff went down in price, so I might just pick it up now that it's super cheap. I don't know if it's gonna take off. I'm just gonna pick it up because it looks fun and it's cheap at the moment. Worst case scenario, it just stays at the price point it's at right now. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to take a look at for Battles of the Legend. Everything else seems to be like under $1. So let me know down below if you guys are opening the set, what you guys pulled if you already opened the set, what cards you think I should look into, what cards you think we should pick up, what cards we should stay away from. I'll do a little bit more research throughout the weekend and let you guys know a little bit more info. But yeah, as of now, the only one that catches my attention is Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier, and probably, where's it at? The Genix one I said, And then from page 1, yeah, there's nothing really else that catches my attention. Maybe like the Phantom movie Bell. I'm just curious to see what price it settles at after this weekend, after we have more regional data, and see if it actually affects the meta. Moving on from that, we already took a look at Striker. Moving on from that, we have Notoria Beast. So I've heard that 6 samurais are able to make this pretty easily, so I wanted to come take a look at it. It looks like we have cheap copies still available, so if you guys want to come in and grab some before we get this new 6 samurai support later on this year, I think that's when it's coming out, you guys could come pick this up while it's cheap. We have Notoria Beast dual terminals under $1, gold rares under $1, ultra rares under $1, then we have some more gold rares right here under $1. I guess the ones that are expensive are the dual terminal ones and the secret right here at 45 listings. We have this one sitting at $7.99, $7.99, $7.96, and then $7.99. Is this the only secret rare copy available? Yeah, it looks like this one's the only secret rare copy available. So I would probably come and pick this one up. This one's technically the highest rarity because it's dual terminal. But this one's the second most highest rarity, being a secret rare. So at $8, it could possibly go up even higher in price. So I would come and pick up Notoria Beast just to have access to the card before it starts going up even higher. Millennium Ice Restrict. This is one that caught my attention. It was worth a lot before it got a reprint. Right now, it looks like Magnificent Maven version are starting to hit the $1 price point. By the looks of the graph, it is starting to go up a little bit higher in price. So something you guys want to keep an eye on. 84 listings on the market, and they finally reached above $1, $1.25, $1.49, $1.69, and then we have a couple copies already hitting $2 price points. So something to come take a look at and keep in mind. If you guys don't have your copies yet, I would suggest just grabbing one just to have access to the card. A really good instant fusion target. Basically, it negates hand traps. So if you're afraid of your opponent Ash Blossoming you, this card will basically negate it. It says once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls or in the graveyard equipped to this card you control. This card gains attack equal to the equipped monsters. The attack and defense equal to the equipped monsters. Monsters with that equipped monster name cannot attack. Also, their effects the effects on the field and their activated effects are negated. So, great way to dodge hand traps. We have the ultra rare from Legendary Duelist Ancient Millennium. I think this is original printing at 35 listings, and this one's currently sitting at 350, 235, 235, and then 238. And then the highest rarity printing, in my opinion, this is Legendary Duelist Season 1. This is a secret rare. We have this at 49 listings. Looks like these are starting to reach $4.65, $4, $5, and then $6.20. So like $5 to $6 for this version of the card. Let me know how you guys feel about Millennium Ice Restrict, and if you guys think it's something we should pick up. The Last Warrior from Another Planet. Also one of those cards that surprised me. We have the dual Overlord ones, which are the cheapest ones, starting to reach $1.02. 90 listings on the market. This is basically one of those cards that you summon off Waking the Dragon. And with people being worried about the back row running like Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, and stuff like that, and Cosmic Cyclone, you're able to play that and then summon this off Waking the Dragon. It looks like it is starting to go upwards in price. Was sitting around like 80 cents, now pushing up to almost like $1, 96 cents, 95 cents, 99 cents. With 90 listings on the market, so it hasn't gone up too much, but still, by the looks of the graph, it is going up in price. So just something you want to keep in mind. We do have super rares and then some more ultra rare printings right here, which come from Labyrinth of Nightmare and then Labyrinth of Nightmare Worldwide English. I still don't know what the difference is. But yeah, these are kind of higher in price. So if you guys just want access to the card, I would pick up this one from Dual Overload while it's still cheap. Next up, we have Binki Aashima. So with the popularity of like Ice Barrier sprites coming back, I know they're going to be able to use like Swap Frog and stuff like that. This one was a card that sprites used to use to be able to go into Totally Awesome back then once when they hit Ronin Totem. I'm not sure if they're still gonna use it, but if you guys want to come pick it up, just in case it does, they do end up using this card. Right now, it's kind of low in price. 59 listings on the market. I mean, 59 listings, yeah, on the market, and we have it at 546, 547, 455, 581, 583, 640. 547 and then $6.50. This card once had a high price point of like I think $20ish. Was it last year? I think it was last year. It doesn't really show it, but it once had a price point of like $17 to $20. I don't know if it's gonna reach that high of a price point again, or if like sprites are even gonna use this to go into the totally awesome play now that ice barriers they're able to get mixed with ice barriers. I don't know if they're going to use it, but I'd rather be safer than sorry and pick this card up. Right now, while it's cheap, because I could see it maybe going up again if sprites do end up using it. So at $6, $7-ish, better than paying $15, $17, even $20. Platinum Gadget. So this card has been going up in price because of the ABC support that's coming out later on this year. I think it's coming out later on this year. I know it was announced this year, but I'm not sure if it's coming out this year. It might be. 51 listings on the market, was sitting around like $4-ish. They do use this to be able to extend. We have it at 648, 550, 698, 699, 744, 745, and then 652. So like a $6 to $7 card. Another card that only has one printing. Something you might want to pick up just in case. Before we get closer to the release of that ABC support that's coming out. So if you guys don't have your copies yet, I will pick them now before they go up even higher, because I don't see this card getting reprinted anytime soon. We have the rarity, we already have Rarity Collection. We have the 2024 10s coming out in September, but I don't see dual power listed on as a reprint set in those 10s, so I doubt it's gonna be in there. Maybe next year, but I mean by that time we should already have the ABC support. So yeah, I don't see this. I think this is a safe card to pick up right now before it starts going up even higher. I don't think it's gonna get reprinted. Let me know how you guys feel about Platinum Gadget though. Sunsea Genius Loci. Looks like by looking at the graph, it has started to go up in price. We have 73 listings on the market, and it looks like we have a couple listings at 75 cents, 90 cents, $1, $1.24, and $1.30. I know there was like a couple plant builds mixed with Ragnarika and Rika's doing good at past events. So if they continue to do good, and especially since we're expecting that Snake Eyes is gonna get hit, I think that's one of the other reasons you guys should pick up your Sunsea Genius Loci, because if Snake Eyes get hit, there's going to be a lot of decks that are going to be able to perform, and plants are going to be one of those decks that is going to be able to, compete in the meta. So if you guys don't have your Sunsea Genius Loci, it's still $1, and it could possibly go up to maybe like the $5 price point if Snake Eyes does get hit, and we enter like a new meta. Plants are always like relevant somehow. Over in the EU, they continue to win like I think like championship events and stuff. So something to make note of. If you guys don't have your Sunsea Genius Loci, $1 right now, $1.30. It's better than paying maybe like $5 later on. I noticed Monster Gate was going up in price. The one I have is the Duelist Saga Ultra Rare one. We do have commons and we have a super rare printing also available, but the ultra rare is the highest rarity. It's at 32 listings. And I'm thinking maybe this is because of Inferno. It just says tribute one monster, activate cards from the top of your deck until you could activate a monster that can be normal summon or set. Special summon, also send the other activated cards to the graveyard. So by my understanding, the way Inferno used to be played, you used to want to get as many of the Inferno cards in the graveyard as possible. And so Monster Gate was one of those cards that was able to do that, since it just keeps milling your cards until you could bring out like I think the level 1 that was I think that's what it was. I think it was Decatron, one of the only ones that could be like normal summon or set or special summon. Yeah, normal summon or set. I know there's new Inferno cards now. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more cards that could be normal summer set from the Battles of Legends set, but this is one of those cards that they used to run. I know Reasoning was another card that was being ran in Inferno decks as well. Monster Gate right now at 32 listings. Looks like we have our cheapest listing at $3 and $3, and we have $1.99, $1.50, and then $2.34. So like around a $3 card. But if Inferno decks do start to main this card in order to get cards into their graveyard, I could see this card pushing up to like the $5 to $6 price point. So if you guys just want access to the card, we do have commons available right here. We have a super rare right here. All of these are under $1. But if you want the highest rarity, it is at $3 and could possibly go up even higher, since it looks like it's going lower on listings. We already talked about that one. EXO Sister Martha did not get a reprint in the Rarity Collection 2 set. We had a lot of other EXO Sister cards that did, if I'm not mistaken, get a reprint. But EXO Sister Martha is a 3 of that the strategy does run. Only has 2 printings on the market. We have Power of the Element Secret Rare, and then we have the Prismatic Secret Rare from the 25th anniversary tins. Both of them look like they're still holding around the $3 price point. We have a small increase right here. But yeah, we have $350, $347, $351, $384, starting to make its way up to almost a $4 price point. Then we have the Prismatic Secret Rares at 41 listings, so kind of low on listings for the 25th anniversary tins. Looks like these have been going up in price over time. These are $270, $289, $299, $3, $339, $339, and $344. So these are also trying to make its way up to the $4 price point. Something you might want to come in early and grab if you guys are planning on playing EXO Sisters, because I'm not sure where this card would actually. No, the Power of the Elements. Power of the Elements is actually listed on the 2024 tins as one of the set to be reprinted, so never mind. Actually hold off until after the 10s of September and then come in and pick up Martha if it's not in there. I don't think it's going to be in there because I already had a reprint in the 25th anniversary 10s, so I'm not sure why they would put it in the 2024 10s. I'll let you guys do what you want with that info. But yeah, I don't think they're going to put in the 2024 10s if they already put in the 25th anniversary 10s. It's kind of a waste of card space if they do end up putting it in there. But yeah, it's at $4 now. Doesn't have any other printing except for these 2 and 3 of in the EXO Sister strategy. Inferno Devati did not get a reprint in the Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge set. So we have the Ultra Rare right here from Cross Sold. I think this is the original printing. Going low on going low on listings. 17 listings on the market for this card. And it looks like right now we have some listings at, that's basically $370 with shipping. Then $499, $599, $599, and then $485, heading up to $650. So just something to keep an eye on. We do have reprint ultra rares from the Battles of Legend Life Revenge set at 90 listings. These are a little bit cheaper, but have started to go up a little bit. They were sitting around 30 cents, now around like 50 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, 60 cents, 75 cents. So if you guys don't care about like whether it's like the original printing or anything like that, you guys could come pick up this one. But if you do want the original printing from Cross Souls, yeah, it's like $3 to $5 right now. I would just go with this one. I actually found some of these in my inventory, but if I'm being honest, if I was playing the deck, I would just go for this one since it's the same. It's just an ultra rare. Inferno Unonu. This card did get a reprint in the Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge set, but it does have 2 other printings that come as a secret rare. The one that got reprinted comes as ultra rare. We have the one from Seekers of Eternity. This is, I think, the original printing at 19 listings. And it looks like 230, 260, 286, heading up to like the $5 price point right here on the first page. So yeah, it's making its way up to the $5 price point for the original printing secret rare. Then we have the reprint Secret Rare from 2015 Megatins. It looks like these started to go up in price too. We have our cheapest listing at 203, then we have 229, 269, 269, 294, and then 176. So like a $3 Secret Rare right here. But if you just want access to the card, you just got a reprint, which is like under a quarter. So you guys could pick up this one too. It does the same thing. But yeah, it's something I just noticed. This one going low on listings. Octo Abyss, the Ogdoic Overlord. I know we talked about this card before. I said it was a good pickup around like the $3 price point. Looks like now it's starting to go up even higher in price. 37 listings on the market. We have it at $4.98, $4.98, $5.10, $5.20, $5.20, $5.40, $3.91, and then $4.39. Do we have any big walls? We have a wall right here with 20 copies at $4.98. We are getting some more Ragnarok support in Infinite Forbidden, so just something to look out for. Maybe that support is gonna make the Ogdo Abyss version mixed with Ragnarok a good strategy. I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with the strategy. I just know that it could be mixed together. So something you want to watch out for just in case. This card does have a collector rare printing. The collector rare printing looks like it's at 20 listings. We have it at 22.22, 22.24, 22.46, 24.90, 24.85, like a $25 card. Was sitting around like $25-ish dollars. So it actually hasn't moved too much. It might not be too bad to invest in. I doubt Ancient Guardian is gonna get a reprint anytime soon, unless they decide to like put in the Ready collection, but I'm not sure why they would do that. But yeah, the collector rare around $25-ish dollars, and then this version went from $3 to now like a $5 card. So just keep this card in mind. We're looking at Swap Frog again because it's going even lower on listings to the point where the commons are worth some money now. Like I said, ice barriers are being mixed with sprites and could go into Totally Awesome. Even if you don't mix them with the sprite engine, they're still going to be able to go into like Bahamut Shark and easily bring out Totally Awesome. And you can mix some frogs into strategy too. Looks like these are at 37 listings for the commons. We have them at 249, 250, 329, and then 271. So like $2 to $3 for common versions of Swap Frog. And then we have the ultra rare versions at 21 listings. These were sitting at like $1, I guess last month, and are now heading up to $4.20, $6.99, $6, $5, $6.09, $6.49, $6.50, then $8 right here. I actually just sold like I think 4 or 5 play sets at $6.50. I might have to list a couple more up. I remember buying Swap Frog around like $2-3 back when sprites were dominating the meta, and then they had Ronin Totem get hit, and then they came down to like $1. These Swap Frogs came down to like $1. It's nice to see them coming back up and my investment not going to waste. But yeah, Swap Frog going up even higher in price now. Silent Angler, a card you guys might want to pick up right now since it's kind of cheap. I know a lot of water strategies use this card as an extender, especially like sharks. This card was sitting around like 92 cents, and it's now heading up to $1, $1.12, $1.24, $1.25, and $1.25. No big walls right here. That's Italian. Actually, we do have an Italian big wall right here. We have an Italian big wall right here with 65 copies, but it's finally pushing up past $1. So since we do have some new shark support coming in later on this year, this might be a card you want to pick up if you do want the higher rarity version. If you don't, we have commons and rares available, but this one's the highest rarity. Probably you play like a 1, this as a 1 of in a strategy or a 2 of. So I don't see it going up too high in price, but it's better to come in and pick it up early rather than paying like a high price point for this card. Deep Sea Prima Donna. This is a card I mentioned on my YouTube short, Instagram Reel, and TikTok if you guys follow me on there. Looks like it's going low on listings for Eternity Code version for the ultra rare. It does have a common version from 2021 tins. For my budget players, if you guys just want access to the card, I've seen this card be used in runic ice barrier strategies to bring out the ice barrier, not the ice barrier strategy, water barrier statue. This card was sitting around like $1, but is now pushing up to like the $5 price point, $6 price point, and then we hit 7 right here on the first page. So 13 listings on the market, getting a buyout, something you might want to look into your book for, and see if you guys have copies of these to offload while the hype is up for this. And speaking of the water barrier statue, the water barrier statue is also getting a buyout for its rare copies, and then we have a common copy from OTS Tournament Pack 4, which is also getting a buyout. We do have common copies from Cyber Dark Impact, which are still under $1. But yeah, these other ones are the ones I wanted to take a look at since they're lower on listings. 10 listings for this common from OTS Pack 4. It looks like these are being worth right now at 99 cents, 72 cents. Once these are gone, we hit $3 and then $5 and then $2.09. These are basically like $6-7 copies with shipping. So what are they selling for? We have them selling for $1. So it looks like we have no sales above the $1 price point. But yeah, once these are gone right here, if you want a common version, you're gonna have to pay like $3 once these are gone. We have the rare version from Maximum Gold at 27 listings. It looks like these are jumping up too. We have these at 188, 189, 194, 198, 199. I think that's it. I guess like a $2 card. But yeah, if you guys don't have these yet, this one technically is the highest rarity from Maximum Gold. It's a rare. I would just go ahead and pick this up rather than picking up the common. But if you guys don't like rare or like gold rare, I guess you guys could go after this one since it's still cheap. But Barrier Statue of Torrent going low on listings. Runic tips. So since ice barriers are going to be able to be mixed with runics, this is a card I want to take a look at and see if it's doing anything. Prismatic Secret from the 25th anniversary tins. Looks like they are at 95 listings. We have this at $4.75, $5.75, $5.99, $5.10, $4.99, $5.25, and then $5.30, like a $5 card. Then we have the ultra rare runic tip from Tactical Masters. It looks like these have gone down in price rather than up. Let's see, 638, 69 listings, 639, 653, 674, 675, and then 695. I don't think this is getting a reprint anytime soon, so it might not be a bad time to come and pick up your runic tips if you guys are planning to play the runic ice barrier strategy. It could gain some popularity if it does good, and I could see these going up even higher in price. Next up, we have a couple branded cards. Looks like Alba Lenitis, the Starlight Rare, is getting low on listings and then going up in price. This card, I think, is only played as a one-of in a strategy. If that, I think it's mostly put in like maybe like the side deck. I haven't seen too many branded builds actually main this, but it is kind of useful. It says 1 follow of Albaz plus 1+ dragon monsters. Cannot be used as fusion material. Must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by sending the above cards from any monster zone to the graveyard. So you could use your Fallen of Albaz plus maybe like a Tenpai Dragon that your opponent controls into the graveyard or something like that. Or like a Heretic Seal, if they control that too. You can send it to the graveyard. Currently at 13 listings. We had this card sitting around like $40. But right now we have it pushing up to $76, $77, $83, $90, $95, and then $110 right here is what they go up to. That's crazy. We do have sales at $83, $75, $66, $70, $52. So they are selling above the $40 price point. Just to give you an idea what players are paying for this card. But if you just want access to the card, it does have an ultra rare printing that's under a quarter, and then it has a secret rare printing from Dimension 4 at 73 listings. This one looks like it's starting to trend upwards in price too. Was sitting around like $2, now becoming like a $3, $3.50, $4, like a $3-4 card. So Just keep your eye out on Albedo. And if you want the Starlight Rare, it is up in price right now. Albion the Shrouded Dragon did not get a reprint in Battles of the Legends Terminal Revenge. And so the highest rarity you could get for this card is a super rare. That's the one we're going to be focused on. If you just want access to the card, for my budget players, these two common printings are under a quarter, so you don't have to worry about getting access to the card. 29 listings for the super rare. And it looks like this card is right now at $5, $5.14, $3.89, $5.15, $3.99, and then $4. So, yeah, starting to see a little bit of a price increase. I know it was up in price a couple months back. It hit like the $6 price point, but it then went down in price. But it looks like now, since players realize that it did not get a reprint in Terminal Revenge, and if you want to play the highest rarity branded, you do have to pick this card up. And yeah, it is worth around like $5-ish now. The next branded card that did not get a reprint in the Terminal Revenge set is branded in red. This card has 3 printings, but the highest rarity printing is a super rare from Burst of Destiny at 84 listings. Right now, we do have it going up in price. No, actually we don't. It went down in price, but something you might want to come in and pick up before it starts going up even higher. I've seen branded builds run like 1 or 2 copies of this. And this card is currently at $220, $230, $230, $240, $246, $250, $250, so $2.50. Not too bad for being the highest rarity branded card and something you play like 1 or 2 of. I could see this card maybe pushing up to like even $5 if branded continues to do good in the format. And last card on today's Market Watch and be branded in High Spirits. So this card has 2 printings as well, and it did not get a printing in Terminal Revenge. It has a common printing for my budget players, but the Burst of Destiny Super Rare is the highest rarity. It looks like it's kind of low on listings at 35 listings, and by looking at the graph, you could see it has been going up in price. Was sitting around $1, but right now we have it at $234, $255, $289, $295, $298. We do have a couple copies right here at $149, $195, but basically after shipping, they're going to be like a $3 card. So just something to keep your eye out for. Maybe you guys have some of these in bulk. I would go dig them out and start getting ready to sell them off in case they hit maybe like the $5 price point. Let me know how you guys feel about branded High Spirits down below in the comments and how high you think it might reach in price. Alright, we're done with the Market Watch now. That's going to be it for today. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. We'll see you guys next week for another Market Watch. It's Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.